This conference will now be recorded.
Hi and hello everyone. Welcome to Isha Training Solutions. This is Saravanan Srinivasan. I'm going to take you through this demo session of App Dynamics session. Uh, I hope I'm audible to everybody and my screen is visible for everyone as well. So for today's demo, for App Dynamics demo, we are going to first see like what are all the content that we are going to cover as part of this course journey, and then I'm going to show you a small working example of how App Dynamics is actually working, and then we pretty much take a Q&A session, guys. Okay, so first of all, uh, why we are actually required to learn App Dynamics? That question, I think everybody will have it, right? So why we have to learn it? Because what is happening now in the industry, the growing trends I'm saying, because many of us are there in the service based company. What will happen, like you have to upgrade yourself, upgrade your skills then and there. You cannot say like I know load runner, I know JMeter, I know Neoload, I know performance center, or I know certain dev skill, or I know certain DevOps engineering aspect, I know certain system support engineering activity, like that. You cannot restrict your um, uh, you cannot restrict your work. You should be upgrade yourself in such a way that on par with the market level you have to be there. And for that, these APM tools, application performance monitoring or application performance management tools, are really required to reach to that level. That is a very important thing. Guys, I'm audible to everybody, right? I'm audible to everybody, right? Anybody can confirm that, please? I'm audible,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Yes,
Deepti,
able to hear.
Deepti, sorry, it is something from your end, Deepti. You can check your audio, Deepti. I'm audible to everybody, actually. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Deepti. Yeah, sure. Coming back. So what is happening now for everybody? I'm saying like even developers, DevOps engineers, performance testers, performance engineers, system support engineers. For everybody, I'm saying this tool, this APM tool, will be really important. Why? Why it is that important? Because now you think it from a performance tester perspective. Okay, performance testers, what problem you guys are facing nowadays, you think from your own side. Okay, because I know the pain and gain of being into the position of performance tester, because I have a vast experience in performance testing streamline. So I know the pain of convincing the stakeholder. How you have to convince your stakeholder. If somebody is asking n number of question in your report, say like you are doing a performance testing, and then you are say like you are doing your performance testing using JMeter tool, and then you are preparing your report and then submitting to your stakeholder. The stakeholder will ask n number of questions. They will ask like, what is this, what this response time all about, or this hits per second, or throughput, what is this? Each and every question, in order to justify them, to an extent only you can explain the concepts to them. Okay, after that you cannot convince them, because that's the maximum thing that you can provide using this performance testing tool. That's the maximum level. You cannot go beyond that. Okay, if say like if somebody is asking this question, say like you are doing end-to-end user journey. In that user journey, you are doing one search transaction. Okay, search transaction. That search transaction is taking 14 seconds. That search transaction is taking 14 seconds. The performance testers in this forum, I'm asking this question. If your search transaction is taking 14 seconds, I'm asking this question to you people, where this 14 seconds is actually taking, where this 14 seconds is actually taking. If I'm asking this question to the each and every performance testers in this forum, anybody can answer this question, where this 14 seconds of search transaction is taking. Anybody can say.
It can be on database level or application level.
Yeah. Yeah, Jitendra, you're right. Any further answers, guys? Any further answers? Anybody have any answers apart from this?
Near any class or methods in the business transactions?
Okay. So there are two answers that we received. Okay, class and method, there is a problem. With performance testing tools like load runner, JMeter, will you be able to get that split up? Is it possible? Is it possible? The answer is
No, but in AppD we can, yeah.
yeah, no. And one more answer that we received, right? It may be backend side, it may be DB side, like that. Will performance testing tool will provide that DB related numbers, backend related numbers? It will provide that.
No.
So that's where we are coming to this point. So our performance testing tools is lacking somewhere. It is not providing certain detailed information about the layer level information. It is not providing client level metric. It is not providing server level metric. It is not providing, maybe it is providing server level metric, not the one that we are expecting. It is not providing DB level metric. So what is the major problem is that, like, you cannot justify your number if you cannot say like where this particular time spent. That is a $1 million question. Each and every customer usually asks the performance tester. The performance tester cannot answer those questions because the tool is actually providing very high level number. Everybody will accept this, right? Everybody will accept this because that is a capability of the tool. That is a capability of the tool. So we are moving to a different tool to get little more detail into it. Is one of the tool is these APM tools. These APM tools. And also somebody can tell me like, why sir, why you cannot use profiling tools? Profiling tools. Okay, why we are not using profiling tools? Most of the time these profiling tools require a source code. Even you can do a JVM attach and all, but this JVM tool, most of the time it is giving you a very particular information, not on the holistic or end-to-end information whatever we are trying to get it, right? That kind of a number your profiling tool will not provide. But these APM tools like AppDynamics, these APM tools will be like a user friendly tool, any layman kind of a tool, and then you can get a end-to-end full stack monitoring is possible. Full stack monitoring, your client side, server side, DB side, infrastructure side, everything can be monitored using this APM tools. That is the reason we have to learn this. This is not only for performance tester, even developer, whenever they are doing the new piece of code development, right? While they are doing the unit testing, they can use this. Even DevOps engineers, even system support engineers, for everybody, this tool will be very useful. Only thing is you are going to use it for your day-to-day activity. For performance tester, whatever they require, they are going to achieve it. For developer, whatever they require, they are going to achieve it. Like that, we are going to use this tool in such a way it is making your job little easy. Say like, I'll throw this example. Okay, I am coming and giving this requirement to you people. Maybe you guys are very expert in doing the effort estimations and all, right? Effort estimation. I am coming and giving this requirement to you people. My application performance is very poor. My application performance is very poor. As a business analyst or as a performance tester or whatever, you take it, whatever the role that you feel to be comfortable. If I give this kind of a requirement, what you people will do? You will estimate a particular effort, right? Say like 10 business flows or 15 business flows you are going to consider, and you are going to do the script preparation, requirement gathering, script preparation, execution, result collation, and you will say like it will take 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, like that. Correct or not? Everybody will accept this, right? You guys will do this activity. Correct or not? So after 90 days, and still if you are saying the search transaction is taking 14 seconds, will that be a fruitful information for me? After waiting for 60 days to 90 days, and you are coming and saying like such transaction is taking 14 seconds, means what customer will think? I invested a lot of money on you, and you are still saying search transaction is 14 seconds. That can be even tested using a stopwatch. I can easily do that using stopwatch. Even I can do certain log analysis and then find it. What is the value add that you are going to give it to me? What plus one value that you are going to give it to me? That's where your skill is required to learn this APM tools, guys. Okay, that is what the real intent of learning this tool. Even I would say, how many of them are in this field for more than 8 years? More than 8 years. Performance testing more than 8 years. Development more than 8 years. Any experienced candidate are in this forum? No, don't think I'm not going to ask any question, just a sharing of information. No problem. So if somebody is there for more than 8 years or more than 6 years also, I'm saying, if you are there in a team for more than 6 years or 10 years, what the intention of the people will always be there. You should not do a repetitive job. You should do plus one what you are already doing. So if you are doing performance testing, what else you can contribute? Well, if you are doing development activity, what else you can contribute? So there comes this APM tool learning. This APM tools are going to provide a value add to you. Actually saying, I would say you guys can go and read any job description in the recent trends. Job description of performance tester or performance engineer, you guys can go and read the job description. Definitely one APM tool will be there in the JD. In JD, definitely one APM tool will be there. So why I'm saying this, that's where the importance is growing a lot. This knowing about this APM tools are becoming very, very, very important things now. Okay, so I'll quickly cover the content that we are going to see as part of this course journey. Post that, I'll take a pause so that you guys can ask your question related to the content, or any further clarification that are required. You guys can ask. Okay, so basically we are going to see like what are APM tools. Basically we should have a understanding about APM tools, and why APM tools are required to be learned by performance testers. Usually performance testers will have a mind block, whatever you call it as. They'll think like, why I have to learn this? And then App Dynamics introduction, and there are two versions of App Dynamics is there, deployment model, SaaS model, and on-premises model. And then the very, very, very important thing I'll tell you guys, in this course you are not going to only read theory, you are going to do practical. That is a very important thing. Practically you are going to learn, practically you are going to see things. So we are going to do a application agent installation, configuration, data extraction, data reporting, debugging, everything we are going to do. Application agent. Okay, in that application agent I am going to show you two examples. One is Apache Tomcat server, another one is your Node.js server. So two agents, installation, configuration, data extraction, data reporting, issue identification, everything we are going to do. For these two things I'm going to explain like how you are going to set up that application, and then configure the App Dynamics agent, and then how the data is actually populating, and how we are doing your investigation. So basically two application servers, Apache Tomcat server and then Node.js server. Both the things I am going to explain how we are going to do that, so that you can learn it thoroughly. You can learn this entire concept. And then not only application agent, machine agent we are going to learn. Machine agent in Windows machine, how you can configure your App Dynamics machine agent, that we are going to see. And then database agent, that is also very important. We all know in the recent trend, if you go and see any survey report, production outage, out of the 55 out of 100 percentage, 55% of your outages are related to DB. So now what we are trying to see here, two DB agents. One is MySQL DB agent, another one is MongoDB agent. Two DB agent configuration, basically configuration, data extraction, data reporting, and then issue identification, everything we are going to see. And then user experience agent, which is very, very, very important, because in the recent trend, everybody is talking about what? Real user monitoring, synthetic user monitoring. This term is a fancy term nowadays. Okay, real user monitoring and then synthetic user monitoring. So we are going to do that. We are going to do that activity. And then there is a intelligence. You call it as artificial intelligence or applied intelligence, whatever, AI. Okay, AI. What is happening nowadays? People are expecting something to be automated. Instead of making some 10 people to sit in front of the machine, do the monitoring, whether the server is up and running or what, health condition is positive or what. Instead of doing that way, I can deploy this AppDynamics tool that will actually monitor my server. If there is any problem, I'll get an automatic notification. For that, the alerts and response are there. Alerts and response. In that, we are going to see how to, whenever there is a problem, it will trigger a mail. Whenever there is a problem, it will take a thread dump. There are two automatic things that we are going to learn. One is mail trigger, another one is thread dump trigger. Okay, mail trigger, thread dump trigger, that we are going to learn. And not only thread dump trigger, we are going to learn heap dump trigger also. So what will I do, guys? Usually I'm not going to only show the capability of AppDynamics. What will I do? I will teach you, make you learn about how to analyze a thread dump, how to analyze a heap dump. That is also I will cover as part of this core journey. Not only that, I will also explain about garbage collection concept, entire garbage collection concept, how minor GC is happening, how major GC is happening, what is full GC, what is Eden, what is Survivor, what is young generation, old generation, pump generation, what is Metaspace. All those conceptual things also I will explain, guys. So that using this course journey, what you guys will benefit is that, like, you know how to take heap dump, analyze heap dump, how to take thread dump, analyze thread dump, how to analyze your garbage collection. Each and everything we are going to learn. And then apart from that, we are going to learn about dashboard creation, dashboard monitoring, how we are going to add a time series or pie chart or single value things that we are going to add it in your dashboard. And then how we are going to monitor the dashboard. That is also we are going to learn. Not only the dashboard creation, we are also going to learn about report creation, how I can create a report that has to be sent to so and so person. That is also we are going to learn. And very important debugging thing, when somebody is asking about AppDynamics, that you have to tell them call graph. I think I hope many would have heard about pure path in Dynatrace. In Dynatrace, pure path, that is very, very famous. Like that, in AppDynamics, call graph is very, very famous. We are going to practically learn about call graph, which is a partial call graph or full call graph, how I can debug my particular issue. Like that, we are going to see. Apart from that, we are also going to learn about metric browser. There is a feature available in AppDynamics called metric browser. In a single common place, all your application agent, machine agent, database agent, user experience agent, everything will be in a common place. How I can extract that metric out of AppDynamics using a Postman, that is also we are going to learn. This is kind of an extra thing that I wanted to cover to everybody. Like, you using the REST API, how you can take the data out of AppDynamics, that can be stored as JSON, that can be stored as XML, whatever the way that you wanted to do. But I'm going to show you how to extract the data from AppDynamics out of your thing. And then AppDynamics integration with load runner, AppDynamics integration with the JMeter, because nowadays everybody is asking this question: will there be a integration option is available with the load runner and JMeter with the APM tools? So that is the reason we wanted to have this. And there is a concept called baselining, which means that daily trend, weekly trend, monthly trend kind of a feature that is available in AppDynamics. That is also we are going to learn. And then tips and tricks, real world example we are going to learn as part of this course journey, guys. So basically, extensive end-to-end way of learning AppDynamics. That is how this course content is basically designed. Everything would be a hands-on experience, explanation will be there, so that you guys can also deploy in your local laptop, or if you have any AWS Azure machines, whatever, we are going to explain like how we can deploy that in your local machine, how to configure this agent into your servers, and then data extraction can be done. So that is how this entire course journey is actually designed, guys. Okay, I'll take a pass here. Anybody have any question? Please ask your question, guys. Yeah, please.
Yeah, going forward, I just like want to know the schedule of the training. What is the timing of the schedule? Looks like.
So probably we are planning to have it by 8 to 9 Indian time weekdays. 8 to 9 Indian time weekdays. Yeah.
Which is what time? What that is in Eastern time?
Same time. Same time. Now what is your slot? The same slot. Probably today is your Friday, right? Correct? Today is your
I'm
Friday
in,
or Saturday morning?
I am in Eastern time in US, in New York.
That's what it now it is. Your time is actually Saturday morning, correct or not?
My time right now is Saturday morning. Right now it's around 9:53 a.m.
Yeah, yeah. Now, which means that your same time slot, whatever we shared, right? The same time slot, but in the weekdays, not in the weekend. It is weekdays.
Okay.
Yours is Saturday, right? I'm saying like it is Monday to Friday. I'm saying.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but slot is same. Slot is same. And probably we are planning to have 15 hours of session to covering each and everything end-to-end aspect. Time slot is same thing, whatever I explained, 1 hour time slot, weekdays sessions. Clear, guys? Any question?
How
This
AppDynamics is different
comes
from
under
Dynatrace?
Yeah, this is actually everybody is asking, right? It is like how load runner is different from JMeter, or how load runner is different from Neoload. There are pros, there are cons, there are benefits, there are things are there. I would say both are APM tools. Leading tool in the APM tool, if you go and search for Gartner quadrant, where mature APM tools list, if you search it, both the tools will be there. AppDynamics and Dynatrace would be there. Each one is having their own things, like there it is all one agent, it is all individual agent in AppDynamics, but in AppDynamics also you have a concept called universal agent. Both are having quite a hand-to-hand features that are there, Jitendra. I would not say they are super, they are bad kind of a thing, but they are each in good in their own way. But other than that, feature-wise, they both are quite a similar thing. There are two features may be available in AppDynamics which is not available in Dynatrace in certain instances. Okay, this baselining concept also I told you, right? The baselining concept is available in AppDynamics. It is not that equivalent in Dynatrace, like that. So each and every feature that are available in both the tool are same actually, but in the naming convention is little different. Clear? This heap dump I told you, right? Thread dump is available in AppDynamics, which is not there in Dynatrace. Thread dump cannot be taken in Dynatrace. Like that. If you're asking me, I'll think and say a lot of things, but for now I'm saying like this is how it is actually differentiated. But you cannot say this tool is far better than that tool. No, not like that. Both are quite a similar tools only, Jitendra. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Jitendra. Somebody else also started asking.
Yeah, Pavni here. So in this course, you won't be taking up like a controller setup, EUM setup, and an event service setup.
No, that is actually your on-premises version of your AppDynamics. Correct. Whatever you are saying is an on-premises version of it. So
Right.
now AppDynamics stopped providing the on-premises learning license. They stopped actually. You cannot straight away get it. But this SaaS version of the learning license, you will get it. Okay.
But on premises for next 1 year, Jan 22nd, we have got the licenses.
No, I'm saying the learning license. What you are saying is a commercial one.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, you are saying you paid and you got it. I'm saying the
Yes.
learning license. But
Okay.
I'll tell you one thing. That
Okay.
controller, event services, these things are only the installation part. Okay.
Right.
Other
Yeah.
things are, everything is same. The functionality, feature, everything is same. Only the installation part that I, anyways, during our course journey, I will explain that. We cannot do it practically, but I'll explain like what enterprise console you have to install, and then automatically your controller and event services will be automatically installed. That explanation I will cover it during one topic is there, right? SaaS model and on-premises model. That time I'll explain that. Okay. But AppDynamics is not at all providing the on-premises version of the learning license nowadays. That is the reason we are using the SaaS version of the license. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, Pawan. Yeah.
AppDynamics will still be called as a profiling tool, right? Profiling tool.
AppDynamics is still called as profiling tool. I would not say that. Because profiling tool, no, source code integration, and then it will profile your code, and then it will say like where you are actually facing a problem most of the time. Okay, nowadays only this JProfiler, YourKit and all, they are attaching to the JVM, and then they are trying to do so. But traditionally I'm saying profiling is nothing but code, source code profiling. That is how everybody's mindset is there. But you cannot say AppDynamics is actually doing that. AppDynamics is a agent-based monitoring. So it is little different from that profiling concepts, Mallikarjuna. Yeah, it is a APM, application performance monitoring, or you call it as application performance management also. In that way, you can call
Okay.
it, Mallikarjuna.
Okay. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for your question.
Yeah, hi, and Nuru here. Yeah, actually, this is called as like a completely monitoring tool, right? Is that right?
Completely monitoring, yeah, you can call it as, maybe, because it in your term, if you're only going to use it for monitoring alone, it is a monitoring tool. But if you are going to use it for different aspects, like if you are a developer, your job will be little different. If you are a DevOps engineer, your job will be little different, right? So, but anyways, your term is right, monitoring, but how you are going to use it is up to the skill set of the people. How they are going to use it, it is all different from the skill set of the people. But on a high note, yeah, it is going to do the monitoring. Yeah, true.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Is there any
Because
limitations for this tool?
why I'm saying monitoring or management, okay, it is only going to do monitoring, and it is not going to intimate anything to you, then it is a monitoring tool. But here there is a intimation also coming, right? There is a mail trigger, there is a thread dump trigger, there is a custom scripting. That is the reason I said like it is not monitoring tool, it is also managing certain things. That is the reason I mentioned like management tool also. Clear?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarnan, is there any limitations for this tool? Like it supports only a few kind of technologies, kind of thing, anything?
So actually saying that's the best part in this APM tools, you know, what they are doing out of the box, they are providing certain agents. There are things they are providing extensions, plugins, okay, extension plugins, whatever you call it. So all the way they are pretty much on par with the market. I never seen they are saying no for certain things. They'll say like we have plugins, we have agents, we have extensions. So I don't think there is a problem in compatibility side and all. It will all the way will be compatible. Yeah, it is compatible with the latest trends and technologies.
Okay. Does it integration possible with LoadRunner and any other tools as well?
No, I mentioned right here LoadRunner and JMeter we are doing integration. Here I mentioned right LoadRunner, JMeter. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Anaman. Thanks a lot.
Hi, sir. Can we integrate AppDynamics with any ticketing tools like ServiceNow, Remedy?
See, that is all. Yeah, that is all available using a custom scripting. Yeah. See, this integration. That is what I'm saying. This integrations and all nowadays, every tool is started doing it. Every tool is started doing it, and this is actually having a you guys can see. I hope you are able to see the AppDynamics tool. Okay, so if you are going to this alerts and response screen, for now I'm not covering this, only I'm going to show you. So under actions, no, if I click new action that I wanted to create it, this is actually available. You can see here.
Yeah. So Jira.
Okay, so these yeah, it is available. So what these guys are doing, you know, there are out of the box, there are custom things. Okay, so run a custom action that can be uploaded. So they are providing a what I can say, customized thing also, out of the box things also. In your case, Jira is a out of the box things. There are things, if you wanted to do customization, they are providing that option as well. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Prabhar. Thank you.
Hey, Sabaran, how to install
Hi.
AppDynamics on the local machines? Do you need a license for that?
Jonathan, there are two things are there, Jonathan. One is on-premises version, another one is SaaS version. On-premises version only you need to install, configure and all. But what we are going to see is a SaaS version. So it is readily available. You can create it and then you can learn it. But during our course journey, you know, I will explain about the on-premises version also, how you will do it, right? That explanation I will do it. Okay, but since we are not having the licensing of learning licensing of on-premises AppDynamics, we are using the SaaS version of the AppDynamics, but pretty much the same functionality, feature, capabilities are same only, Jonathan. Clear?
Yes, it's clear. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'll quickly show you a small piece of application things, you know, say what I did. Anyways, I'm going to show each and every step by step how to do the configuration and all. For now, I configured one application, which is the Apache Tomcat application. Okay, that application is actually monitored by our AppDynamics Java agent. AppDynamics Java agent is actually monitoring that application. Okay, you can see this is the application that is actually getting the load from my JMeter script. Okay, my JMeter script is actually hitting the Apache Tomcat server. That Apache Tomcat server is actually monitored by my AppDynamics agent, and it is giving the data. Okay, so say like as a normal person, I wanted to do the investigation of my application. Means what I can do, for now everything is actually a happy path. I would say happy path in the sense like there is no error, nothing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly change the user load to 100, sorry, not 100, maybe 50, and then I'm saving this script and then loading this script, JMeter script execution. So what will happen, this JMeter script will hit my application with 50 virtual user load, which means that I'm going to get a very high traffic. Because of that, definitely something will happen. Even my application may crash also, who knows. Okay, so you can see it's a lot of errors that are coming. You can see in the log itself, the console is actually getting some DB related error and all started coming. So what is my understanding? So my application is getting heavy traffic now. In the meantime, my Java agent is actually monitoring my application. So as a AppDynamics professional or AppDynamics admin, whatever you call it as, I'm going to check, is there anything abnormal behavior that I'm getting or what, or whether I'm getting that error related information to my AppDynamics or what. That is what we are going to see now. Probably I'll filter the data for last 5 minutes. So till now also it is a happy path only, which means that usually it will take 3 to 5 minutes for the log to be realized by the agent, this Java agent I'm saying, and then that has to be come to your controller. This is a controller. AppDynamics controller. The UI is actually called as AppDynamics controller. So it will take some time to get the data to be reflected. We'll wait for some time, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. If you're, yeah, you can straight away see the error messages started coming. Everybody able to see? Everybody able to see this error message here? Hey, it is like 177 errors per minute. Percentage of error is 0.3. Some slow transaction, some very slow transactions. Everybody able to see, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So now I'm going to do the investigation. I'm a professional, right? I'm going to investigate that. I'm going to double click this particular place, like this link. That link is actually getting error, right? I'm going to do that particular business transaction to be investigated. Okay, investigated. So I double click it. So in AppDynamics, this is like data behind the data. When you are double clicking it, another data will be populating. So I clicked that particular URL. It is kind of filtering the data. So say like I filter the data. Now I am going to the transaction snapshot tab. There is a tab called transaction snapshot tab. Okay, which is actually a feature, which is actually one of the feature that is available in AppDynamics. Okay, I'm going to sort this execution time. I'm going to sort this execution time column so that what is that meaning? I am going to get the longest response time. 1216 is actually the highest value. In that, there is a column available, which is a call graph. Anyways, in our call graph session, I'm going to explain that in detail. Don't worry. So for now, I'm going to get one particular out of the largest response time thing. I'm going to double click a particular value. I'm investigating. I'm investigating now. So I'm double clicking a particular value. What AppDynamics is actually giving me? AppDynamics is giving me certain potential issues. It is saying these are the potential issues. Anybody can read out the first one? Anybody understand the first potential issue? Anybody understanding the first one?
Blocked on
Thread
Java.
contention. Yeah, thread contention. Because what is happening? I'm using 50 user load in JMeter. Who knows my Apache Tomcat is having that many number of servers, that many number of threads that are running? Who knows? Nobody knows. Maybe that 50 user load is very high to my Apache Tomcat. That is the reason it is saying thread contention related issue and all. So I wanted to indicate. I'm double clicking that one and I'm clicking this drill down option. I'm clicking the drill down option, and what I'm going to see, out of the 1,000 seconds, I double clicked one request which is having 1,000 seconds. Sorry, 1,000 milliseconds. 1,000 milliseconds. One particular request is actually spent means where the 1,000 milliseconds. If I scroll down. Before that, I'll go and stop this script. Okay, it is giving me, yeah. So if I scroll down, so 99.9%, which means that out of the 1,000 millisecond, 999 millisecond is actually taking by this servlet call. This particular servlet call is actually taking the time. I can expand that. Again, I can expand that. Like this tree can be expanded. Go to the level where you can provide a very detailed information to your stakeholder. You can provide that kind of an information, very detailed information to your stakeholder. Okay, so you can scroll down, expand it like this. If you go, you will reach to a place where you will have your detailed information about your code. So you can go, tree structure can be go like this, or else why do you want to take this much of a serious? You can tell them this particular servlet call cart.jsp, which is a culprit, or you can tell them this JSP base servlet.service, which is a culprit. Like that, either you can go to the root level, very end level also. So you can see here it came each and every layer that I'm expanding and then coming to this place. So either you can go to the tail level, or you can report the first call where that actual time is actually spent, right? That call itself we can share to them. So this is a particular place. What is this? It is a util.log.info. Looks like there is a logging message which is actually taking this much time. I can right click and then view detail. I can right click and then view detail. What it is saying, there are multiple places the threads are blocked. These are the threads that are blocked. These are the threads that are blocked. What it is saying, it is a name of your call with the type of the call is a POJO. This is a class. This is a method. In this line number only, there is a problem. In this line number only, there is a problem. So you can take this information and then share it to your stakeholder, which is a real value add information for them. Okay, I'll take a pause here. Anybody have any question? Please ask your question, guys, please.
Hey, Sabaranan, my question
Yeah, Jonathan.
is not related to this one, but just want to know. I know that there are times that I will not probably in the training. So, do you have the link of the recorded so that I can review? I mean, I can.
No, sorry, Jonathan, I did not get your question first. I
Oh,
think.
sorry. What I'm trying to say is that there will probably times that I will not be able to attain this training. So what I'm asking is that can you please provide the recorded one so that I can the link for the recorded.
See, yeah, daily basis you will get the videos, Jonathan. We'll share the playlist link to you, and it will be a lifetime access to you for not only for Jonathan, it is for everybody. Just after completing our session, you will be getting that video probably. Probably it is our 8 to 9 slot, right? Sometimes it will be in the morning also, because our friends who's going to share that video, right? They'll be coming in the early morning as well, so they'll share that video. But probably you will get it before the next class. You will get the previous class video. It is shared in the playlist link, and it will be a lifetime access to you people. You can view it whenever it is required, Jonathan. Yeah, it is available for you, Jonathan.
Yeah, what I'm saying. So this is in a daily basis, or we can
daily
we have
basis.
the okay.
Daily basis. Every day you will receive it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, Jonathan. Thank you. So this is how we are going to learn it, guys. Okay, this is just a sample that I showed you, but like there's a lot of different things are there. We'll learn that each and everything daily basis. We are going to learn new concepts, new agent installations, everything. So those who are interested to be part of this course journey, travel along with us for the AppDynamics training, please reach out to Kumar sir. Kumar sir number is 8019952427. 8019952427 is Kumar sir's number. You can reach out to Kumar sir. Any question related to the time slot, related to course content, related to the commercials, please reach out to Kumar sir. He will guide you for further information. Probably based on the request that we are receiving, in a shorter time period, we'll start our day one session of probably by Monday we are planning, but we'll see that. We'll update you guys accordingly. So please reach out to Kumar sir. His number is 8019952427. And I hope everybody already part of our group, our WhatsApp group. Those who are not part of the group, you can put your mobile number in the chat so that we'll add it into the WhatsApp group chat, so that going forward, any communication that you require, you will be communicating in that group itself, and we'll try to share the documents as well, artifacts related to the course learning as well. Even the softwares I mentioned, right? This Apache Tomcat, JDK, Warfile, everything we will share through these details only. So those who are interested to be part of this AppDynamics course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir. 8019952427 is number. Thanks everyone for joining this demo session.
Hi, actually, sorry for interrupt you.
Yeah,
actually, I have a one query here. Actually, recently I passed out in my engineering. So how it will be helpful for trying to the job for App Dynamics. So can you please give me a little bit idea for this?
Yeah, Nuru. Actually, this will be definitely useful for you because anyways, if you are choosing your career somewhere in this direction, say like performance testing or development, whatever, it definitely in your journey, this is a value tool that you are going to add it in your resume. And you are very well know that all these job descriptions, this APM tool is pretty much available, right? And if your resume is
Yeah.
also having this information, even the enterprise level companies, they'll use crawler to pull the resume, right? That is all they'll crawl it. That right? With the keyword only, they'll crawl the resumes. So if your resume is having that, it is definitely a value add to you, right? Obviously. But don't think like today I will read it, tomorrow I will get the benefit. Nowhere it is possible. Anyways, it is all the knowledge set that we are adding it up, Nuru. Okay, knowledge set. You are adding that knowledge set in your skill set. That will definitely benefit you for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks all for joining this demo session. Thanks everybody for giving this opportunity to share my knowledge in this demo session. Thanks everybody. Bye bye.